So also, sorry to the people asking questions online. For timing reasons, I have to close the conference.
It's my fault because I went over.
No, it's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was just so captivated. Okay, so we have come to the end of the conference. And yes, I know I'm holding you back from appetizers and drinks, but just give me like 5 minutes, yeah? So many people have asked about... Oh, right. There's a microphone right here. Which one do you want me to use, Marcus? This guy? This guy, okay. So many people have asked me, like what's my takeaway from the conference and what are the themes and things like that. And at first when I was asked, I was like, oh, geez, I'm just going from one thing to another. But I thought maybe it would be a nice idea to kind of remind us of some of the things that happened on day one and sort of some of the threads that we've had throughout the last couple of days. So on day one, we had the symbolism or the image of the magical wand that Benedetta was talking about, yeah? And of course, this was in reference to AI being a magical wand and that we have to shed ourselves of this myth of AI. And then since that time, the theme has come up time and time again. I switched around the magical wand and started asking people, if you had a magical wand, what would you do to fix the situation? Also in Benedetta's talk, she brought up this idea of reimagining or just imagination in general. Why can't we broaden our minds to think differently about what kinds of solutions we need to the problems that we've all been identifying? And I think Shannon's talk was an excellent example of this idea of thinking differently. Yeah, and thinking about the virtues that have traditionally, historically been important and that they're not going to get us out of this mess. We've spoken a lot about how environmental costs are not just carbon emissions, that there's so many other things to think about. So that's important because in the chat that I had with Jan Kleijsen from the Council of Europe, really carbon emissions is the only thing that's on the mind of policymakers right now. And we have to do something to change that. There's been this, it's almost palpable, this idea coming from everyone that we have a need to do something. And I get the question over and over again, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? Aimee, let's do something. So I'm thinking we should have a report of the conference that can be sent to Alexandra Geze, because she asked for that, and also Jan Kleijsen from Council of Europe, because he asked for that as well. So I will do my very best to try and fulfill this idea or this urgency of a need to do something to impact policy. We had ideas like degrowth coming up or abolition, the stop doing what we've always done because it's not working so far. We have also very much embraced this global perspective that we had 27 countries speaking here at the conference. So this was not a Eurocentric, when I opened the conference, I was trying to say we don't want to have a Eurocentric conversation about this. And I think we can all be very proud of ourselves that we resisted, we did not. We spoke very much about what's happening around the world. In that line of thinking, we spoke a lot about decolonizing AI. So there was multiple tracks dedicated to the topic. Caesar was bringing this up, as was Ulysses. But then also we had this questioning of what does it even mean? In one of the talks earlier today, the term was being referenced again. And then one of the questions was, okay, we've spoken about it so much and we've had all of these different iterations of it. What does it mean? And I think that's really important because we don't want decolonizing AI to become a buzzword. Lastly, just because it's like on the top of my mind, but this idea of necessary people. And this was the first time that the phrase or the terminology was brought up in the conference. But like Tom raised with his question and the individual online, who are the necessary people? I believe we all spoke about necessary people in the last 3 days. And we all had ideas of who they are, who they should be. Yeah, and so I do hope that is something. I hope that's going to be in your book. Yeah, yes. But I think that this is something that we should really embrace, this idea of who are the necessary people and who should be the necessary people. So those are just a few, and I didn't get to be at all of the sessions, I'm so sorry, but those are just a few of the golden threads or the links that at least I saw, and that I hope, as you leave and go on and process everything that happened, that you're thinking about some of those things as well. So the last thing that I want to do is a round of thank yous. So first of all, thank you to the Humboldt Foundation, to the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation, who funded my chair and my professorship, which gave me the possibility to actually start the Bonn Sustainable AI Lab and to be able to have conferences like this one. Thank you to the University of Bonn, of course, for supporting me, in particular Rector Magnificus, Rector Hoch, who came here to welcome us on the first day. That's a big deal for the rector to come to a conference to welcome everyone. Thank you to the Uni Club, to all of the staff. I mean, they're not in the room, but maybe say thank you to the people who have been amazing, cleaning our plates up for us and all of the glasses and just doing such a wonderful job. I need Denise and Caroline. Caroline, Denise, can you stand up? Can you wave to everyone? These are the two student assistants from the Institute for Science and Ethics, and they have been, you've seen them at the registration desk, you've seen them doing the microphones and everything like this. They have done an absolutely exceptional job. All of the programs that are printed, everything that you see all over the place has been these two young women doing an incredible job. So, round of applause. And now it's your turn, guys, to the Bonn Sustainable AI Lab. Can you stand up, please? All of the researchers at the Bonn Sustainable AI Lab also have been working we've been working on this for a year to make this actually happen. And so it takes so many hours, so much time to organize conferences like this. And I think from my perspective, things have gone seamlessly, even though we've had a few, technical glitches here and there with PowerPoint presentations and whatnot. But this group of individuals has just done an incredible job. So can you please join me in thanking them? And then as you've seen, this conference has been, supported very well through the technical capacity. We've had live stream in all of the rooms. We've had multiple microphones to be able to work with to go back and forth. We have a massive technical team that's been helping us. So I'm going to center you all out now too. Get ready for it. So Marco, can you please stand up? Marco is audio and visual support. He is from Ziel Genau Event Service. Without him, we wouldn't have any sound at all and no video on Zoom. He also helped out several times in the background if there were emergencies with technical issues. So, Marco. Video recording, Ole Lentfer. Can you wave to everyone? Ole is from Lentfer Film Production, the man behind the camera, and he's also responsible for the YouTube conference video. So everything that was in this room will be on YouTube. Technical assistance and support, Stefan Hose. Wave. And last but certainly not least, the man, one of my favorite people. He runs IT at the Institute for Science and Ethics, but he does so much more than that. He is constantly helping us with everything. He jumps in when nobody has asked him to do anything. Marcus Franke has been doing technical organization, support, and video editing of the conference video, in case you're watching it now online or in case you will be watching it on YouTube. Thank you so much, Marcus. Okay, then last, thank you to all of the keynotes. Thank you to everyone who joined us online. There was so many people online at all of the different talks. Thank you for everyone who has joined us in person. I hope you can feel it too, but I feel like we have created a community in these last 3 days. Thank you to all of the servers at the bars who have served us, and there's going to be more tonight. And yes, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it. I don't know. Thank you. And now it's time for drinks.